So, hello, once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. As always, I'm recording locally and streaming today on Twitch service. Before I will continue, let me check out the stream if it's working properly and if we have sound and all. So let's see now. Most probably, yes, perfect, nice. So yeah, this is the last time that I am on Nyarch Linux or Nyarch Linux. This is the system information using the terminal. You can pause the stream or later on the YouTube video when it will be available on my YouTube channel. Pay attention to the screen resolution, which is 3840 by 2160. It's full 4K resolution running at 120 Hz. However, I'm recording and streaming in full 4K resolution but 30 FPS. Also, I put some final touches on the fast fetch. For example, right now it displays, I think, almost all the information. Maybe I missed something again, but I think that's perfect now, like the desktop environment, my network, etc. Anyway, with these things out of the way, let me tell you what is Nyarch Linux and why you should be caring for it. Here we are. The perfect Linux distribution for degenerated weebs, arts based, so you also need the neckbeard. In the past few days I've been calling it like arc. I don't know which is the correct way, arc or arts, so I'll go with arts. I will stick with arts moving forward as well. So yeah, you can grab it in GNOME or KD Plasma versions. They have some pre-installed apps for you. Some examples are Komiku, Nicoplay, or however you pronounce these apps, Fragments, Lollipop, Shortwave, Neofets, Catgirl Downloader, and Nyarch Assistant. And yeah, these are not the only apps that I have in place. They have plenty of other good apps installed. For example, I have been mentioning Bazaar, their app store, Gearliver, but there are so many more pre-installed. They have this suite of Nyarch stuff, but also there are other plenty of stuff pre-installed, like Tuned GUI, for example, and plenty of others. So it's not, I could argue that it's a perfect Linux distribution for anyone really that doesn't want to learn which apps they should download or whatever. And even if you do, with the store you are ready, set, go very fast, very quickly. I would say that in a few words that it's a good Linux distribution for both experienced and new users, but maybe that's me and I'm totally wrong on it. Anyway, I just wanted today to show you a recap of what we have been doing. The first thing you already saw, it's this terminal presentation, the logo, the fast fetch, the prompt on the terminal, and then for example my Nyarch man updater. You type your sudo password and then it updates everything for you, so you don't have to do anything yourself. And then there are other things like in place that I have. Let me take the default settings on my terminal and exit. Like for example my cursor factory. Let me try to load it here. You can make your own cursors, or you can select a pre-existing one. Very easy to use, and you can have it through the terminal or through the keyboard shortcuts. This is the wallpaper jumper. For example, I'm on the wallpaper 308, and right now I'll go ahead and jump, I don't know, in 1000. Boom, just like that. So yeah, I have been trying to customize the system to make it look like I want it to be. Like for example, this weather, date, time thing in the corner. The placement of the tools here, the main menu here, the application launcher, or however you want to call it. All these things are customized according to my likeness, or how I want them to function and look. And this is my dock basically. So then this is my upgrade, and plenty of other things. Let me move a bit away from these wallpapers. Let me go like here, boom. And then there are other little details that I'm glad that they have been fixed. I don't know if the Nyarch team fixed them, or overall the Linux community with the Linux kernel or whatever, or GNOME. But the other day I was complaining that I had to go from switch airplane mode off, then switch Bluetooth off in order to have this be like it is now. But in the past, I think couple days, I don't have to do this. Surely I noticed this yesterday and today. So some people, I don't know who, they fixed this annoyance for me. So thank you to whoever made this possible. Yeah. So then I would like to show you. This is very important for me. In my video's description below in the information, you can find the link to these guides. Basically, most of the Linux distributions that I have used, I have some kind of a guide there. For example, this one for PicOS GNOME, and then it's this one for PicOS Nyri. Maybe there are differences between the guides, but I'm trying to make them, unique for each Linux distribution that I'm trying. So even though one could say, okay, it's PicOS for GNOME, Nyri, what's the difference? Trust me, there is plenty of difference going on. The same for KDE and GNOME environments. But yeah, and as you can see here on Nyarch Linux, it says under construction. So after today's video, you'll have this guide available too. So let's go and show you this one. This is very important for me to everyone to understand. Attention, remember that the following are 100% correct for my system and my installation. If I have missed a step, made a mistake, etc., please write to me in one of my video's comments. Thanks for understanding. So here's the deal. I'm trying more often than not for my guides to be like step 1, 2, 3, etc. But sometimes, because I write the guides after that I have done things with the systems, and sometimes I have moved on to another Linux distribution and I still have to take care of the previous or even 2 versions before Linux distribution guides. I may have done something wrong, wrong order or wrong step here and there, but in general I would say that this time around, at least as far as the rising, the theming customizations go and my scripts, 100% they are functional with this guide. I mean, sorry, I love this desktop, this wallpaper so much. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, I will say about the video comment that I had the other day. So yeah, and then there are like things that one could just skip, like for example, you don't want my cursor factory, don't use it. Or I have like, for example, for DaVinci Resolve, I have a few things here in the end. maybe you like one or the other, or nothing at all. Maybe the whole DaVinci Resolve Studio is just useless for you. Just don't try to do anything with it. So yeah, I think all things considered, I enjoyed this system a lot. And then we had the extensions. Let me show you. Extensions manager. And right now I have this tiling solution in place. As you can see, I load some apps and they go to specific screen positions. I will load a new app, I don't know, maybe this one for example. So yeah, this I never opened before, and if I want it in a particular place, I can just right click on the title bar, or I just move it on the up side in the middle of the screen, and then I can select it where I want it to be placed and what size and the parts of the screen that I would like for it to cover. So I will put it like this, for example. Now, boom. So this whole thing is based on extensions, of course, and it's for me it's one and the same solution. It's similar to what I do with KD Plasma with mouse styler and remember window positions. Same thing really for me here is this tiling cell and this smart auto move. So if you like what you're seeing in my system, I mean in general, I have a special section in the guide that I mention the extensions, and you can copy paste then by watching my videos, my options. And also maybe you, instead of giving this tiling cell add-on a shot, maybe you would like to give this one a shot. So I'll show you now. I've shown you this yesterday I think, but I will show it again. Sorry, wrong click. I have to disable, and then the same thing with tiling cell, and then enable this one, paper window manager or whatever it's called. And right now this thing is almost like the Nyarch. When you load an app, I will just load not my own apps but something else, for example Geary. Boom, it presents itself in the middle. Oops, I didn't know that it closes itself. It goes in the middle of the screen, as you can see, just like Nyarch. This is an option, you can have it spawn in the left side of the screen, but I digress. And then let's just open I don't know, font manager for example. Boom, next to it. Okay, I'll close this up now, I don't care for it. So let's try some other app because it's been obnoxious. So let's go with Comico for example. Boom, next to it, and so on. And you can set the sizes of the windows, how big you want them to be. It's very, very similar. Very, it's like they're trying to imitate Nyarch, but for GNOME. And yeah, it's pretty cool. As you can see, very, very, very nicely done. And so if you like this solution, or if you prefer my other tiling solution, you have both options going on for you. So there is that. And yeah, I've shown you all the apps, how they are adhering to my theme, my icons, my everything. I will say that after all said and done, I have enjoyed this Linux distribution. Clearly a nice one. For example, I had negative things to say more often than not with Pop OS, with Cosmic, and maybe some other Linux distributions, but not this one. This one I enjoyed. So yeah, did I miss anything else? Surely I have missed. Oh yeah, my OBS settings for today. Let me show you my, let me re-enable my extensions. Sorry for this. I'll just go back to my normal situation. So I'll just do the tiling cell, and then I'll do the smart auto move, and then the rounded corners, and we are back. And yeah, as I was saying, let me show you my OBS settings. Here we are almost done, trust me. Video, full 4K resolution, 30 FPS, 16,000 bitrate, using hardware encoders FMPEG AAC for the audio and FMPEG VAPI H264 for the video, and for the file I'm using MKV. And with this, if you are using Kdenlive to edit the streams, the grabs, or if you are using Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve Studio, 100%, even with DaVinci Resolve Studio, by using my guide, you just do even a mass conversion. It takes a few seconds, even for multiple files, huge files, maybe it will take a couple minutes. Fully compatible then with the Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve Studio. Yeah, I think I have covered most of the bases. If I have forgotten something, I apologize. I have been so tired in the past few weeks, maybe months. Yeah, and before I will leave, I just want to mention that I'm not sure in which system I will return to. Not just Linux distribution, I'm talking about the computer system as well. So maybe the next time we will meet, it will be in some other computer with some other Linux distribution, or maybe Nyarch Linux again, but with KDE Plasma. I'm not sure about it. I will surprise myself and you, in a good or a bad way. Anyway, as always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye.